Hi, this is Sean Walker, and I'm going to be talking about online competition with written word publishing. To begin with, some common types of online written word publishing include newspapers, magazines, social media, blogs, websites, and ebooks. A few positive affordances include viewability, interactability, accessibility, and social ability. For a historical perspective, Swiss scientist Konrad Gessner described the world as one that overwhelmed people with data. However, this is Konrad Gessner, and the technology he was referring to was the printing press. Now, traditionally, businesses have reached out to customers by writing on the Facebook, Twitter, a blog, or a website, but that was a one-way street. Now businesses rely on the Internet of Things, which is the idea of connecting anything with an electronic component to the Internet. This goes beyond computers and includes things like kitchen appliances. The influence on commerce that the Internet of Things has is to streamline operations, but the real core of it is to gather information so they can micro-target consumers. This, in essence, sets up a two-way information channel between the consumer and the manufacturer. Next, we're going to take a look at the competition between traditional book publishing and ebook publishing. Now, traditional publishers put out 3 times as many books in print than they do ebooks, and print sales were up in 2016. Amazon had discounted the printed books. Then bookstores closed. Discount stores stopped carrying books. Later on that year, Amazon discontinued the discounts. As a result, sales slowed, but they didn't stop. People still were buying printed books. In contrast, independent or indie publishing is quite the opposite of traditional print publishing. Their strength are ebooks. However, even print customers prefer to buy their books on websites or at places where indie authors have a level playing field and can compete. Overall, the indie publishing of ebooks is continuing to increase in numbers and profits, while the ebook publishing for traditional publishers are still in decline. Some takeaways from this is that traditional publishers are stronger in print, while indie publishers are stronger in ebooks. Each type of publishing fulfills a market, and neither is crossing into the other's territory. No longer is print versus ebook an issue. This is no longer a question in competition. The real competition now is brick and mortar versus online shopping. So how do we apply the Internet of Things to publishing? Well, both traditional and indie publishing compete with each other, yet both have parts of the Internet of Things strategies. Traditional publishing has resources to streamline processes and gather data. However, indie publishing is more directly connected to their customers. Together, they would have the capacity to fully leverage the Internet of Things. As long as they are seen as competitors and see themselves as competitors, Amazon will continue to step into that gap. And these are my references. Thank you for listening.